Hello, welcome to another tonalist landscape oil painting demonstration. This is your painter in residence, M. Francis McCarthy. And the painting I'm bringing you today is called Path to the Beach. It's 11 by 14. Painted this last week. Put quite a lot of work into this one. So if you see it in the members area, it's nearly 8 hours. Yeah. Anyway, 8 hours of fun, you know. That session, by the way, includes initial like kind of conference with the reference, talking about things I'm going to do and not do. And one of the things is like opening up. See where those we have these trees on our right. You have that bit of trees on the left there. Those were actually totally connecting. I left that open because we're going down this path to the beach. And I felt it was important to have that a bit open, not overlapping. And this is like one of the reasons why you can't just go tracing photos and making good paintings, you know. Anyway, also there's a color mixing session there, full, all the initial colors for the painting are, you can see how I figured it out and what my approach is going to be. This is the kind of scene that you'll see out here in New Zealand. We got these trees called Pahudakawas. And you'll see, or you probably already saw from the thumbnail that you clicked on to watch this video, that there's a lot of red in these trees, especially around Christmas time. They're called the New Zealand Christmas tree. And I'm going to be popping this in the show I have coming up here at the quarry. We're doing our initial painting stage with some burnt umber, and that's working on some hardboard that's been prepped with two good solid coats of transparent gesso. I do like that sort of reddish brown hardboard color. It really supports what I do. You can tint it other directions as well. I've done that. Anyway, pretty extensive drawing here. There's a lot of complexity in the Pahudakawa tree forms. So, you know, I've got, I don't know, 4 or 5 distinct trunks going there. There would have been nearly double that in the reference. And that's something to keep in mind. You've always got to simplify and design your reference. Yeah, that's really, and it's operative pretty much at every stage of the painting, but with my approach where I do like an underpainting / drawing stage, I feel that's the absolute best place and time to figure it out. And the reason I use the burn umber is because it's a really quick dryer. Sometimes you'll see me using black, and that might be if I'm going to be painting the same day, because black being a very slow dryer. But it was good I did that in this case, because I did the drawing / underpainting one day, and the next day I came in and started doing the sky, and I had to do this over 2 or 3 days. As at one point, in fact, you probably see all of it here in the, don't know if it made it to the 15-minute version, but, and actually this has been sped up like almost 30 times faster than I painted it, so keep that in mind. I did what's called oiling out, where overnight the colors that I painted that looked fresh and bright when I painted them, they all went very dull and very matte. And this is an attribute of oil painting. What I did to deal with that was very lightly painted a layer of linseed oil over the top of my existing work to get that brightness back, for a couple reasons. One, it looks terrible on the video. Yeah, really bad. And for two, it in fact took me a while to figure it out, that you could do things like what is called retouch varnish, and you get that in a can and you spray your painting down with that, and then you pick up where you left off. I have like an internal question about that retouch varnish, because it has varnish in it, so to me that equals weaker paint film. Everything on top of that retouch varnish layer could be, in the future when the painting's being cleaned or something, could just, come off very easily. In one moment, one brief moment, sorry it's not exactly in the middle of the video. There's a lot to manage in this video. Um, Again, sorry it's late too. I mean, this thing was epic to burn this video. The long ones take nearly 20 hours to actually, uh, put all the files together and burn them to one file. Anyway, in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, an ad for my book is coming up. And here we go. Do you want to paint tonally? Do you want to paint better? Tired of trying to find the info that you need? There are hundreds of videos on this channel. You could watch for days and not find the info that you need. Until now. Introducing my new book, Landscape Painting the Toneless Way. Everything you want to know in one place. Order your copy today, Landscape Painting the Toneless Way. There's links underneath the video. There's links on my site. And it's going for $60. I'll be, when I put this video on the blog, I'll be increasing that price a little bit, and that's just to help compensate. You wouldn't believe what it costs to ship things off this island, but I'm so thankful to those of you that have ordered it, and I've got so much positive feedback, which is really gratifying since I put, years of effort into it. Sorry for the sniffle. Okay, so we are after we get in the sky, and it's just logic. Put the sky in first because it's behind everything else, and I treat the sea and the distant objects as all sort of part of the sky. It's like the backdrop, right, to our action in the middle ground, and not so much foreground in this painting. Then I go in with the black. Darken some of the dark areas. It's very interesting because the burn umber is a very satisfying color to paint with. It gives you a pretty good range of tones from quite light with the thinner amounts of oil to quite dark when you go in heavier with it. But black is still way darker. And sometimes I like to mix a little bit of the burnt umber into the black to help compensate for that slow drying attribute. It's funny that in the mix, the black is generally way faster at drying than if you're just going to do like a whole drawing with it. You do a whole underpainting with it, and it takes days and days and days and days to dry, and even then can be a bit tacky, and will delaminate many times as you're brushing over it. It's weird, yeah. Once it's dry, though, it's pretty rigorous, pretty solid. And from there, it's pretty typical. In fact, you've seen me do it a bit. I wanted to talk in the second part of the video about a concept that, some of you know I do the music. In fact, in the live area, you can hear a lot of times my music going in the background, just so there's some noise going on that is not, that I own the copyright to. There's a guy who did a very excellent video. Venus Theory is the name of his YouTube channel, and he was talking about making bad music, and that is something you need to embrace. And I think it's very true with art as well. You need to embrace making bad paintings, bad art. And you go, whoa, I don't want bad art, I don't want bad paintings. Well, obviously you don't. Sorry for the sniffle. A bit of allergies might be hitting me today. That's counterintuitive, right? So you think, oh, that's not productive. I want everything to be great. And you do something great, and you want some more great, and after that, even more great. The thing is, with the problem with that is that not everything you do is going. Oh, you see me doing that oiling out process there. Yeah, I'll just leave it in. Why not? It's sort of educational. And you can see what a difference it made. Now we can see the true and accurate colors. Because you see my skinhead haircut. Grabbed the wrong attachment on the hair trimmer, and that's all good. Yeah, I don't have much hair. Don't need much. Yeah, so it's all part of embracing failures. Don't set out necessarily to do a bad painting, but set out to do a painting, and if it's bad, say, "Oh, it's okay. That's all right." That's another brick in the wall, you know. You gotta do the work to get good. You've got to like one of the main things that new students, when they come to me, they always say, "Oh, I want to get my own style." Well, how do you do that? One of the ways, obviously, is you kind of crib things from other artists you like. That's like really in the front of your brain, though. That's really, it's not like your style. It's like what you sort of tacked on and you're trying to remember to do. The thing is with style is like you can't escape it. Your actual true style is not something you can escape. It comes through in everything you do. In my case, I see it in the edges of my tree shapes always, always. Um, and in a myriad of other ways too, obviously. But it's the result of all of the corrections. It's the result of the compensation for the shortcomings. You know, none of us is perfect, and that's actually just fine because with perseverance, you'll create something beautiful. My point being that that isn't going to happen if you do 10 paintings a year. Okay, it's just not. Now, there's laziness and stuff too, and it's been a bit of an uphill battle here with the very lazy place, New Zealand, around the holidays, I have to tell you. So, getting this done was took a bit of energy to do. I had to actually force myself to get into the studio, and I'm so glad I did because I think it's a strong piece and will resonate with the people out here. Hopefully, one of them, one of the punchers out here, will open up their. Well, no one has a checkbook anymore, do they? Open up their wallet, pull out a card, and swipe it through that machine, and take it home and live with it, and then pass it on to their family. That would be awesome. And then I'll make another one and another one after that. And so another part of this message is falling in love with the process, not the individual pieces. So if you have a high water piece, a piece that looks really good and you're very proud of, that's awesome. But don't get hung up on it because we know the next piece won't be as awesome. I've run into that so many times now. I don't even care. The next piece is the next piece. And a lot of times, actually, just knowing that, I'll do something small or experimental. You know, that's the other thing. If you're gonna just jump in and do some painting, but instead of like trying to duplicate your previous success, it might be cool for you to experiment a bit, try some different things, right? Paint a different type of subject, use some colors you haven't used before. Try a different approach. You know, maybe start with the end in mind instead of the beginning, and like that. Anyway, hopefully that concept helped you. I thought it was very valuable, and of course, because it's right in line with my approach and what I know works, which is you got to put in the work, and but you got to make your load light. You know, don't put in the work with, oh my God, this has got to be good, this has got to be good, this has got to be good, because not everything is going to be good. And if it really sucks, just throw it away or paint over the top of it, or turn it towards the wall, and then just do another one, which will probably be better, and then you start feeling okay about yourself again. Anyway, until I come back with another video for your, hopefully for your edification and enjoyment, Happy New Year. Really appreciate you making it to the end of this video, and there's lots of ways to support me if you have the time and money. Leave me a comment, or go buy a painting off of my store. I would really love that. Or become a member, or buy my book. Anyway, until I come back with another video for your edification and enjoyment, do me a favor, do me a solid, take good care of yourself, your family, all your loved ones, and stay out of trouble. God bless.